Good evening from Sacred Space at Titania's Realm. It's 6:44 p.m. on Friday, the 13th of September 2024. And so, to my witchy crew, happy Friday the 13th, babies. And to my Jewish crew, Shabbat Shalom. So my beautiful friends Robin and Peter just left with little Coco, so I've had a wonderful day. I took myself to the Gallery of Modern Art, otherwise known as GOMA, and went to see the Iris van Herpen exhibition, which she's a fashion designer, but her creations are each one is an exquisite piece of art. I didn't think it would actually be as good as it was. I was really quite astonished. I took lots and lots of photos. And so if you're a Facebook friend of mine, you'll see them all up on Facebook. And if you're not, I recommend you go and see the exhibition yourself so you get to see it with your own eyeballs and have the experience. And there's something wonderful, magical about me being immersed amongst art. It's almost a spiritual experience for me, actually. It's soul innovating. I feel quite innovated. Anyway, I was sitting, I'd been to the exhibition, and I was sitting in the Queensland Art Gallery next door in their cafe there having a coffee and cake when I received a phone call from Robin saying that she was planning on coming over to visit me this arvo while Peter had his once a month drinky poos with his friends. She said she wanted to come along and sit with me with little Coco and we'll go and have a walk. So we did all that. We had a lovely time. But I tell you what, my stories got madder. I mean, they're not madder. They're all true stories from my life. But I just come out with the same. I'm sure I've told her all those stories before too. It just feels a bit mad. It's a bit like my YouTube channel, am I right? Repeating the same old stories. I've got old lady-itis, by the gods. So, but anyway, the quite wonderful thing about that is Robin loves me. So she just sits there and kind of soaks all my florid, flamboyant, mad eccentricities, and she just loves it. She said, it's so entertaining, Tanya. And I'm like, no, it's actually quite bonkers. But anyway, we have a lovely time together, her and I really enjoyed seeing her today, this arvo. And then Peter came back from his drinky poos, and of course he's all happy, from his drinking, and he's a lovely man. He's also very eccentric like me, so we're like, sometimes we fight, but we didn't fight. We had a lovely time. And he didn't stay very long. He took Robin home because she worked today, so she's quite tired. And off they went, happy as Larry. So I've had a gorgeous day on Friday the 13th. And I'm planning on making this video. It's now 12 minutes to 7. So I figure my videos usually go for about 2 hours, which will bring it to 9. And then I have to put on makeup because I didn't wear makeup today, which is unusual for me to go out to an art gallery and not do the full makeup trip, but meh. I looked nice anyway, and I even blended in with some of the portraits, paintings that were there. So there is that. One lady said to me in the art gallery that she thought I was a model because my dress exactly mirrored the painting on the back wall, and I should have got her to take a photo of me next to the painting because it would have looked quite lovely, but I felt shy, didn't think too much about it. But anyway, honestly, me and art galleries, my daughter, I didn't see my daughter there, so she must have had a day off, which is good because we're estranged and it would have been awkward. So that was the only kind of bit of sadness, trotting around thinking, that kind of tension and stain, because I wasn't sure if she'd be there or not. But one of the other ushers, or whatever you call the people that work there, recognised me because I look a lot like my daughter. So he just kind of stared at me, and I'm sure he'll tell her when she's next rostered on that her mother had come to the art gallery, because people like to gossip, don't they? But anyway, it won't impact on her day because I wasn't there, and so win, 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 win. Ding, 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 ding. And, you know, I enjoyed seeing the exhibition very much. So it was quite lovely. Anyway, so we'll carry on with today's readings of Even Date, which I'm quite late making because, you know, went out and then I had my beautiful friend visit me. So the day has gone on with or without me. With or without you, I can't live. With or without, well, actually, I'm totally out of tune, and you can live without me very well, most of you, but some of you just like to keep tabs on, you know, the cascading trauma train wreck that is the life of the Tanya. Am I right? Why not? I do. I keep tabs on my own cascading traumatic life. Sometimes it's awesome though, and I get out there and I do my wild dance and my mosh, and or when I go to art galleries and I have a wonderful time. So it's not all bad. It's not all cascading train wreck. Sometimes it's sky rockets in flight without the afternoon delight. I fell into that one, didn't I? I feckin' fell into that one. But you feel my vibe about the skyrockets and flight, you know, being happy and joyous and carefree and wild. So, yes, there will be no afternoon delights, but there might be some very late night wild moshing tonight if my beautiful Ramjet play my favourite songs, which guaranteed to play at least one of them throughout the evening. So there will be vivacity and victorious veneration of the, I'm making this up as I go along, something else that starts with V. Victorious, vivacious veneration of the Mama T vixen kind. I better be careful, that sounds sexual and can't go there, can we? We can't go there. There's no one to go there with that I trust with my body, mind and spirit. So we'll rewind that one. We're rewinding it. We're pulling it back. Get down into the vajayjay. Oh, another V word. Vajayjay. Behave, vajayjay. Stop being an octopus on everyone's face. You know they hate that. And also it smells like fish. No, I'm joking about the fish. I wash people. I wash. Unlike certain creatures that used to be out in the Brisbane music scene. It was just nasty. But anyway, we're not going there in those ugly, sordid, putrid memories because I'll have to vomit a bit in my mouth and that will be the end of this video. So we'll carry on. Where are we at? Where are we at? 13th of September. See, my inner witch came out. I had to let her out just a little bit. Just release the pressure valve. Just that little bit of a shh. So I can be both dark and light and smite but not spite, and truth but not forsooth. Loose lips sink ships. Never mind, I did it again. I know, I did it again. I do have a lot of respect for my sisterhood, those women that are worthy of respect. I do. The divine feminine has arisen and deserves to be respected. And the divine masculine keeps getting whelped around like a bad behaved puppy that he is. But sooner or later, people of Earth, we will find our harmonic resonance, which will form the cup, the holy grail, the chalice of peace, love, awe, magic and wonderment. Amen Vasila. I'm making this up as I go along, you understand, but it works. It works. You have to manifest it for it to work. Mum is still trying to sip from the right goddamn cup so that she's not poisoned by poison chalices or false fake lovers, because that really grinds my gears when that happens. It's the reason why I'm a bit cray-cray today. Too many strangulations and all the other shit that went down that we don't want to go into for the purposes of this video, because we want to keep going on being happy and rejoicing in our wonderful veneration, victorious, vajayjay, vivacious life. L'chaim. Like I am. I'm completely sober, by the way. I can do this completely sober. I was just saying to Robbie, I should get drunk tonight. Been threatening to get drunk for 3 days. She just looked at me. I went, no, I can't get drunk. I can never get drunk. Because if I'm like this sober, can you imagine what I'd be like drunk? Probably boring as fuck. Probably fall asleep and drool into someone else's beer or something. I don't know. I can't remember the last time I got really, really stinking drunk. It would have been at the casino, but nothing really happened because I danced so much, I danced it out of me again. But anyway, I do remember getting very, very drunk as a young girl though, and there was an awful lot of vomiting involved and it wasn't all that much fun. So I promised myself I would never get drunk like that again. And actually I really haven't. I don't see the point. There's no fun in that. It's a waste of good alcohol. You know, what the fuck? But anyway, so we'll carry on reading today's readings of Even Date, and let's see what things I've written down over the years. Might even surprise myself. Sometimes I'm surprised and delighted by my own processing and creativity. I've got all my rings on, by the way. Yes, I went out with all my rings. All of them. Maybe not all of them, but all the ones that I didn't sell, like that one and that one and that one didn't sell. So I thought, fuck it, I'm going to wear them. Why not? Put all the work into it. I've paid for it all. It's mine. I've done all the work. I've done all the effort. I'm going to enjoy my efforts. Why not? One should always enjoy one's own efforts. Some efforts get wasted, like pills before swine, so there is that. But, you know, enjoy every moment of every day, people of Earth. Just say. Right, today's title is called Hitting... Oh, but Jesus, it's going to be intense, I can tell. Hitting the override button of my life. Pushing through and yet still craving a former lover. Why? This is an old title. I haven't craved that motherfucker for a couple of years, so. But anyway, you see me processing my own shit going, why? Why would you crave that motherfucker indeed? Why? He was a complete, what does my psychiatrist call him? A flaccid penis. Oh, I laughed when he said that. I laughed. I nearly fell off his chair. I don't sit on a couch, I sit on an actual chair. Oh, dear goddess. I said to him, you know what? That's a perfectly accurate description of him. Just like a psychic once called my ex-husband a hairy aardvark, which was also a perfectly accurate description of him. So you have to laugh. But anyway, flaccid penis will happen, and flaccid penis that are weak and inept are no good to the mama tea. I mean, you can't be up all the time, but at least have a fucking soul and a personality, am I right? Because as you get older, men of Earth, you lose your va-va-va-vom. We women get our very, you know, flappy, vivacious vaginas because we're fighting death, and you men get flaccid peni. So you have to have something to offer other than just your erection, okay? A little bit more than just a you got to have a oh dear goddess. Well, you know what I mean, don't you? All the women in the room just fell off their couch. And all your therapists be like, what did Psychedelic Dreamer tell you on Friday? She said what? She's right, you know. She's right. That's why we hate that bitch. But anyway, it's okay. I'm keeping your shrinks in the style to which they should be accustomed so they can have their apartments in the Riviera. Don't accept any psych meds from them though. They've already got the keys. You just go to Byron Bay, be happy, or go to art galleries and be happy, or have wonderful friends that are delightful and put up with your shit. And did I mention be happy? And you don't actually need any more therapy than that. But you gotta maintain your therapist because, you know, a good therapist is more precious than family sometimes, because they will have your back when your family abandon you and leave you estranged and leave you feeling uncomfortable to even go to their workplace to see an exhibition, because it is, after all, her workplace. So there is that shit I had to contend with too. But I'm okay. Had a lovely day. We've gone full circle now. Did you see how I did that? Mama T knows how to ride that groove and ride that groove and ride that groove in her hell loop to Nirvana. Come as you are, as a friend, as I hoped you would be. Hurry up, take your time, the choice is yours. Anyway, it's a load of crap when you think about it. Life is such a load of giant bollocking horse shit. And yet, the Tanya psychedelic dreamer has garnered, after decades of experiential awareness and complex trauma, the art of 1, not giving a fuck, and 2, turning shit to spiritual gold. Am I right? Toy. No one can turn shit to spiritual gold like Mama T. That's because she ain't got no real money or gold or time, and she's running out of time. She could go into panic mode and just run completely amok like this. But she won't, because she's done that before as a former berserker, and, it ain't pretty. But when you got nothing to lose, that's when the magic happens. I'm calling attention to you, to these earrings. They were up for sale too, but no one bought them. And look, they are very long and weird, but they used to just stop there. They just had, this. And I thought, there's a loop. I've left a loop on the bottom, and that loop has to be a closed circuit loop. So to match my pendant I made the other day, or completed the other day, my moonstone pendant, let's try and get the colours up. Where are those colours? Well, sometimes there's a flash. There it is. Do you see that flash? Blue, electric blue. Anyway, I had these little earrings that were also for sale but didn't sell. So I thought, fuck it. Little matching moonstones to match my pendant can go on the end of these little loops. So I made 2 little jump rings, and on they went, and now I have really long earrings, and I don't care. I'm going to wear them out tonight, and I'm going to have fun, and I'm going to be my usual bizarre genius that someone once insulted me by calling me a bizarre genius, thinking, it's the equivalent of calling me a window licker, and I don't care. I'm going to be my own bizarre genius. Oh yes, if I mosh like that way, I can get them to swing that way. And if I do the full 360 degree mosh, take the flower out of my hair. Don't forget, alter egos, Mama T still got it going on. Are you ready? Full 360 degree wash. If I do that, my earrings can go flying all over the shit show, and that would be quite interesting. But we won't do it, because they'll probably sue me for making them afraid of me breaking my neck. So they'll sue me for being wild and untamable and carefree and sexy as fuck, even though I'm a short, fat, hobbit old lady. And they'll sue me for that. But the moshing, well, not with the full 360, because I've been forbidden planet. But the other kind of moshing, where I go up and down and side to side, will happen. There'll be lots of wiggling of the assets like this. You ready? Ready? Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Too fat, but I don't care. And there'll be happiness. And there'll be maybe 3 or 4 Jack Daniels. See how I feel. I'm so happy today, I probably only need 2. And there'll be, you never know, I might even meet a man. Well, I meet lots of men, but as always happens on the weekends, I'll probably tell them all to fuck off. So there is that. I've been doing that a long time. That's why I don't have a man. That's why I don't have a man. So, but do I need a man really? I have such a good time without one. This is the thing. I don't really need a man. Anyway, here I write about the former lover. Still on the same title, by the way. Whew, that was a long segue. Whew, I feel like I've been on a whole voyage to Mars and back. Is there life on Mars? No, but there's life in the Tanya if you get on a good day. Babies. Anyway, he brought me nothing but pain, I write. It's true. It's completely true. A man who brings me nothing but pain is not the man for me, babies. I hope I grow past that one fine day, like today. And you know the unfortunate thing is, I can't change the titles because vocal media, you can't change the title photo, you can't change the year from 2023 to 2024 unless you completely delete the whole thing and repost it again, which is a pain in my ass. And I can't change the title unless I completely delete it all and do it all again. And I don't want to. 365 days to completely redo everything is too much work even for me. I did it last year. Redid everything. And then I was constantly having fights with their bots and their algorithms which wanted to like not publish things that had already been published up there for a few years now. I'm not fighting a fucking machine on whether my writings are allowed or not when they've been up there for 3 years. That grinds my gears, man. So they kind of eat away at my stories anyway. I find chunks missing anyway because they're evil. And why am I paying for that thing anyway? $15 a fucking month. That's $180 a year. That's half a pair of Doc Martens, people. I waste on having my stories preserved so I can freak you all out on YouTube. Oh, it's a horror movie right there on your TV. Except it's Tanya Desiree Aaron's real fucking life, man. I know, am I right? But Syke's probably watching this video going, she's hypomanic. She didn't sleep well last night. I slept 7 hours, Brian. I'm perfectly fine. Trust me on that. Anyway, I am a bit kind of bordering on some kind of mania, but it's a happy mania and it's not drug fueled because I don't do drugs. It's not psych meds fueled because they didn't do shit for me. And it's not alcohol fueled. I've only had tea. So I think a few Jack Daniels tonight might just balance me out. Surfing through psychedelic dream quite beautifully, and the wild dance. I'm looking forward to dancing because I didn't go dancing last week because I was too feckin' sick. So dancing will happen. I'm looking forward to it. 30th of September 2017. Surviving my hoard of legal documents quite well. I was burning all my, will dispute and ancient divorce paperwork. Oh, it was cathartic to let it all just fucking go, man. Here I write, somebody bring me my wine and chocolate. Indeed. It was very painful letting it all go, but it had to be let go of. There's a kind of a hypomanic look on my face there too. So, I do goddess. I saved the Tanya from her own self. Look at me. That a wonderful woman. That a wonderful woman. Look at her. Oh, I like the flower I had on my hair that year. Oh, bless. I've still got that flower actually. I think I remade it. There we go. Must have been hot because I was wearing only a singlet t-shirt. Must have been a hot day that day in 2017. This evening it's only 18 degrees Celsius, so a bit coolish today. A bit cooler. Anyway. 13th of September 2023, 1 year ago today. It's ironic that I went to Goma on the exact same day 1 year later. This morning I'm meeting my daughter at Goma for a day out together. Exciting. I haven't seen her in 6 weeks. Try 1 year. I know, it's fucked. It's completely fucked. What can I say? But look, here she is. She's still my daughter, whether she likes me or not. I don't give a fuck. It's kind of ironic. Look what she's standing under. Ex de Medici, beautiful wickedness. Well, there is a history, darling. Doesn't she have a beautiful dress on? I was explaining to Robin that we like to dress up when we go to the art gallery and kind of blend in with the art, which I did again today. Unconsciously, I didn't know there'd be flowers of paintings of peonies too at the art gallery today, and I blended in remarkably well. Right, my darlings, here's another photo of my progeny. I made that. She's exquisite, isn't she? I made that in my hoo-ha. Would I do it again? Probably not. But I made it. My girl, my best girl. She hates it when I say that. She really hates it. It's not toxic though. I take pride that I made her. She's my best work. Her and Jasmine. Jasmine hates me too. But they're my best work, my best creativity ever. It's really a lovely dress. You look lovely, Crystal Aarons. You look very lovely. I'm always truthful, even though I'm an asshole. I have many asshole qualities, but one of the things that you'll only ever get from me is the truth, even if it's painful for me at times. Here we are together. Mama was wearing that lovely blue top that men go nuts over when I wear it, that lacy top. Anyway, it's interesting that we both chose to wear lacy outfits that day. Michael Zavros exhibition. Oh yes, I enjoyed that very much too. It was very nice. I'll have to, because it takes up too much room on this fucking screen. I'll have to scroll it down to you. Can you see it? But I'll hold it so you can see it. Right, here we go. Right, here we go, people of Earth. I really liked that bronze of the, I don't know what it is. Is it a donkey? Is it a horse? Anyway, I liked it. Then after that we went to Myala at Mount Glorious, and Crystal brought a change of clothes, so she planned ahead. And Mama just strutted her stuff in a pair of her sneakers and wearing what I had. And mushrooms, very pretty fungi up at Myala. So that was a wonderful day we had. By the end of it, she was a bit sick of me, which I could feel that vibe, but she was still pleasant. We still had a nice day. I think it was one of the last nice days we had together before she, decided that she was sick of a dying mother and I could just fuck off. So I fucked off, and the rest is her story. Her story. After Myala, we drove to the Outlook at Mount Nebo and watched the incredibly beautiful sunset together. Mother and daughter shamans delighting in nature together. It's a shame that as shamans we can't actually be friends, isn't it? It's a great fucking shame, but, My daughter will be 39 in November, 6th of November. That's coming up very soon. So she's pushing 40, and she has choices and freedom and autonomy, and I have choices and freedom and autonomy, and so there is that. I went to make a cup of tea just now, saw this face in the bottom of my mug. I think I might shout myself a clean cup. This one has a bald man with, I'm trying not to laugh, but you'll find out why. This one has a bald man with cauliflower ears, a beard, and bushy eyebrows, but his face indistinct. I can just make out a snub nose and turned up mouth. It's enough to put me off my tea, I wrote then on the 13th of September 2000 and what year was that? 1 year ago. It was last year, wasn't it? The last time I saw my daughter. Yeah. So it gets even more astonishing, people of Earth. Let me just scroll back down to where we were. So here's the photograph. Well, not the photograph, the image of this man appearing at the bottom of my cup. I think it was actually a tea bag that had exploded, so actually tiny, tiny tea leaves. But you can just make out this man and his features only just. But here's the creepy as fuck thing that happened afterwards, people of Earth. It was astonishing and creepy as fuck. The Brooklyn Standard is some kind of vortex of magical potentiates happens in there. Not just the fact that a lot of witches frequent there and a lot of Luciferians, by the way, and Satanists. Good people, you know, good light workers as well go there. It's not all dark. There's light and dark and everything in between. And then there's me, the mad one. But anyway, I've worked it out. I've had so many incidents of full-on deja vu there, like this incident, that it's a little bit astonishing. So I've worked it out. It's why they love me so much there, because I fit, because I'm witchy and I'm wild and I'm wise and I'm carefree and I love freedom and I let everybody be who they are without too much judgment, unless they start flicking their hair across my skin cancer scars and really pissing me off, and don't stop when I ask them politely too. That went very bad very quickly. But you know, usually if you're dancing beside me contentedly or sitting beside me contentedly and you're not impeding on me and I'm not impeding on you, then neither the twain shall meet. There's no acrimony or difficulties. We're just living our best life. I had one young man come and sit with me sometime last year, about 6 months ago, and I was watching Scott and Paulie and Luke playing because Alter Egos were playing, and I don't know if he was a friend of theirs or what his deal was, but I think he thought he might frighten me or something. You can't frighten me, people. I'm raised by bona fide witches. You want to frighten me, you got to get up early in the morning and sneak up on me and go boo or something, but don't do that because my nervous system is shot, so I might turn around and king hit you if you sneak up on me and go boo, just saying. But you know what I mean. You know what I'm saying. It's like nothing phases me much. I've seen it all, I've heard it all, I've watched it all in sci-fi and horror movies. I've lived it. It's full on. So, but anyway, this particular evening, this young man sat beside me on the couch and Scott was kind of playing guitar, kind of keeping an eye on me because I had this young man to the right of me and I had a young man to the left of me. The young man to the left of me was so drunk he was almost passing out. I actually went over and said, I hope you're okay, mate. And he was like, he was okay, but he was on the brink of being incoherent. So then I had this lovely young man beside me, starts chatting to me, and he looks at me and he says, rather randomly and out of the blue, I feel an urge to hail Lucifer. I said, must you really? And smiled at him, and he went, yeah. I must. I went, you hail whoever the fuck you like. I said, but don't rain on my parade, baby. He went, why? I went, I'm a Jew out in the night in the club scene on a Friday night. Do I really need Lucifer, the god of phosphor, the god of light and emanation of brilliance, to come and illuminate everything in our small corner of our world? He just looked at me and went, oh my God, you get it. I went, yeah. I said, be careful which gods you invoke on my watch, though. I said, I've had enough shit. I don't need it on my Friday nights out. He just looked at me and went, point taken. So, this is the thing that happens to me. This is how I know there's Luciferians come to that club. It doesn't bother me. You be a Luciferian. You do you. Just don't bring your negativity and your shit to me. And I do not like human or animal sacrifice. So don't bring that shit to me, because it will go very, very bad. I'll be invoking all the angels, including your dark ones, to use them against you. It will go bad. But anyway, having said that, I was quite bemused by that. I looked at this fella, I said, what do you want to even do that for? Rain on my parade. He just burst out laughing. Sometimes I think they set people up to try and wind me up, and then they get freaked out because I'm a bona fide witch, and I've walked the walk, and I've talked the talk, and I've lived that dreaming, and I've survived most of it, including the spiritual abuse that went on in my own Jewish community, babies. So you want to bring shit to me, you're going to have to wallow in your own shit, because I'll just return it to you, to the power of 10, babies. Anyway, I better be careful, because I've got tingles all running up and down my spine. I'm already innovated, and I'm about to go dancing. So I'll have every dark motherfucker wanting to start a fight with me if I'm not careful. And I'm not there for that. I'm there for us all to be our own unique spirit and our own unique soul journey, and reflecting the cosmos and our own unique soul's path with harm to none and competition with none, for God and all manifestations, which includes all manifestations. So, no, I have decided I will be going out as I always do every Friday night, even with the deja vu and the weirdness. And as per usual, I'll have a wonderful night with my pagan friends and my Christian friends that go there, and my, non-denominational friends that go there, and everyone will just be wild and carefree, because that's what we're going out for, to have a wonderful time. Am I right? Mama T has spoken. Anyway, that face, I'll show it to you again, because it was astonishing. It was really fucking astonishing, right? This face, this little, I think he was fairly bald, but I'm pretty sure he was a ranger as well, redhead. Nothing against redheads. I was born with red hair. Explains a lot, doesn't it, darlings? My fiery temper. But anyway, so I write here, update, 5th of October, 2023. I actually met this young man who looked a lot like this image in my mug. He danced with me to TNT by AC/DC last Friday night, early Saturday morning of the 29th and 30th of September, which was only fucking 16 days after I posted that photo of him appearing in the bottom of my mug. So excuse me while I scream now, but now you know why I'm a real witch, when the spirits even send me images of living men that are only 16 days later fated to be dancing wildly with me. Platonically, of course, because he was a kid, but still, it was a bit full on that night. When I recognised him, like, oh, you remind me of someone. I had to go home and pull up that memory And there he was, clear as day. I actually went, got a shock, you know. I got a big shock. So that's why I'm sharing it with you, to show you Mama T's not extrapolating or confabulating or lying or bullshitting or dreaming or fantasizing. This stuff really happens to me for real. That's why I'm a shaman. I have to ride through all of it sometimes. It can be a bit confronting. Here I continue writing. It was towards the end of the night as Ramjet played until 2 a.m. So it would have already been the 30th of September. Anyway, we both, that young man and I, rocked out to that song, TNT, and I did my wild shamanic hamming to the song, which I do anyway to every song, but for some reason to that one, I put a lot of more energy into it than I normally do. Like, I went off. What does that mean when Mama T goes off? Play Zombie or Seven Nation Army or Chop Suey, and you'll see Mama T go off. Oh, the bands love it when I do that. Oh, they love it. But I'm not allowed to do the 360-degree mosh anymore. But anyway, I understand why. I love you and I forgive you for that. I'm not happy about it, but I love you and I forgive you for that. Anyway, I write, and he matched this young man. He was very young, he was probably early 20s, 23, 24, if that. He matched my energy. Last year I would have been 58. 58-year-old short fat hobbit woman dancing wildly to TNT with, 25, 28-year-old Max, 30 years older than him. I was, at least, doing my wild dance. And when the song ended, he turned to me and actually went a bit pale, looked at me. I didn't write that, but he just turned to me and said, "That was intense." What, I thought? It's just a dance. It's just a dance. This is the young generation. We've bred them weak. We've bred them very weak indeed, just saying. Anyway, he seemed a lovely lad. So I replied that I thought it was quite lovely and thanked him for dancing with me. Like, quite genuinely thanked him, because I thought we had a lovely time of it, actually. He said he felt easily defeated. I grinned and replied, "You must never, ever let anyone defeat you." But I kind of had to laugh. He was genuinely freaked out. A young man intimidated by my 58-year-old spirit. It's astonishing. But we kind of hugged. A very nice man. It was only now, going through my photos, that I recognised him as showing up as that image on my mug. It's astonishing. So I don't know what soul contract I had with that young man, and it was just that one wild, crazy dance. But obviously, kismet, we were meant to meet in real world, because he'd showed up in my cup, and we were meant to have that wild dance, and he was meant to be freaked out and have me tell him, "Never ever let anyone defeat you," because that was a message for him to carry with him throughout his entire life for the next 30 years, until he gets to do that wild dance again, perhaps with a younger person, and hand on the baton. Am I right? Maybe, maybe not. But anyway, this is the power of Mama T's love, and Mama T's dance, and Mama T's freedom, and Mama T's magic babies. So here I post a photo of all the lovely flowers, silk flowers that I turned into hair clips, which I'm kind of, I don't know why, but I'm kind of saving them. I'm saving them. I'm only wearing this one every time. But I've got 3 more of those, and I've got those lovely hydrangeas, and I've got this lovely, I should start, well, summer's coming, I'll have more reason to wear them throughout summer, I guess. They'll get worn. Because I don't believe in wasting things, not using them and having them lie fallow like wasted dead energy, suffocating on my cupboards and drawers doing nothing. I either move the energy on by giving it to charity or giving it away, you know, to friends or family, or I wear it. I hate wastage, wasting. I hate myself being wasted. I hate wasted my life like I did for 10 years when I was in love with that last evil motherfucker. That was a waste. That was a terrible waste. I won't be doing that again. I won't be being in love with people who are false ever again. I don't know what I'll do. Could go either way, people of Earth. But I'll just make sure that I live my very best life, no matter what, no matter who. Keep pushing myself out there, because a wasted life, you can't get it back when you lose 10 years on an idiot. I wasted 10.5 years of my marriage. If it weren't for the children, I would have got out of that situation a lot earlier, but it is what it is. That was 10.5 years, 12 years actually I was with him. I'll never get back. And those were my youth, the prime of my life, when I should have been having the best time of my life, am I right? So yes, I'm pissed off and bitter about that to this day. And it's partly why Mama T is the way she is now. I'm still playing catch up for decades and decades of the most profound evil, by the way. I'm still catching up, playing catch up, trying to compensate myself for what was stolen from me or cheated out of me or betrayed out of me. I'm still playing catch up, babies. So every now and then I have little hissy fits and breakdowns and Mickey fins and throwing myself up and down into the air or getting men to throw. Well, no, I didn't get the men to throw me up in the air. But you know what I mean. Those weird events where men would hobbit toss me in the air. They were quite wonderful. Wouldn't mind being hobbit tossed again, but I'm old now. My luck, they'll probably drop me. So we won't be doing that. Won't be doing that. Got this fantasy of running into a man's arms and just jumping up into him and being all passionate and wild. But we won't be doing that because that scares the boys. The boys ain't got what they used to have, you know. They've lost it along the way. Poor lads. We will forgive them. We will. It's not their fault. They've been dumbed down and munted down and muted down and poisoned down and down and down, down, down. We go, and now we have to go uppity, 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 up, 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 up. Drag him up by the hair and kick him along for a bit longer. I do goddess. It's like trying to stuff